Hey guys, this is going to be a review of Book 4, Episode 7 of Korra called Reunion. I was beyond excited for this episode because I was so excited to see Korra reunited with Mako and Asami, like insanely excited. So I'm pretty sure I was already like going crazy like the second this episode started. And like from the very beginning, I was just kind of like, I don't know how to describe my emotion. I was just very happy watching Korra see everyone again. Like her reunion with just Naga was adorable, and Pabu and Naga together were adorable, and I loved seeing her see Tenzin again. And just that whole opening had me really happy, even though I was most excited for her to see Asami and Mako again. In addition to the reunion kind of storyline, we also had Bolin and Varric meeting these prisoners from the re-education camps, and that was very interesting to me. The entire group was waterbenders and firebenders, and that makes me curious if there are even earthbenders in the camp. Like, did the fire and waterbenders just like band together and escape together and leave all of the earthbenders? Or are there just no earthbenders to escape with them? I thought it was kind of weird that there were none or no non-benders either. Obviously, this is building up to the fact that Kuvir is trying to get rid of anyone who's a waterbender or a firebender in the Earth Kingdom, but I don't, like, I would imagine that there are some earthbenders there for some reason too, so I'm wondering about that, because clearly the waterbenders and firebenders are there just for being water and firebenders, but I feel like I got the impression that the re-education camps are kind of like for anything that Kuvira doesn't agree with, and there has to be some earthbenders and non-benders who have done that as well. I'm also curious about there being airbenders in the Earth Kingdom, because all of the people we saw become airbenders before were from the Earth Kingdom, and some of them chose not to join Tenzin in them, so I don't know if Kuvir is getting rid of them either. So I do have some questions about that, and I don't know what exactly is going on there, but it is interesting, and it is interesting that there were waterbenders and firebenders in the Earth Kingdom, like, just because you don't really think about that much, but that was an interesting aspect to the episode. Got to see Bolin lava bend again, and I love when he lava bends because it looks awesome. And we have Korra having lunch with Sami and Mako and Prince Wu, and that was the scene that I was like waiting for, and I was so excited about it. I love their friendship, and I love Mako and Korra the like second that they were reunited and everything, and it was just adorable, and I am just so happy about that. And Prince Wu, actually felt really sorry for him in this episode because he was like trying so hard to befriend them, and I feel like he probably doesn't have any friends, so I feel like there's like real emotion there of him trying to be friends with them, so I felt kind of bad for him. But I loved seeing the three of them together again, and I like that they mentioned how it was bound to be awkward because they hadn't seen each other in 3 years, and I like that they're doing that instead of just everything is magically okay. But hopefully they do get over that soon. It was really sad for Mako when he found out that Korra had written to Asami and not him and Bolin, because he looked so sad, and that was just really upsetting. And Asami and Korra had a little moment of getting angry at each other too, which I was really worried was going to be carried out, but it didn't seem to be. But I'm just really happy that they're together again and that they can like finish the series as a group as soon as Bolin is there too. It's actually somewhat embarrassing how hilarious I found the entire joke of Mako going to the bathroom with Prince Wu was. I loved that little tidbit. Also pretty much assumed that he would be kidnapped in the bathroom as soon as Mako refused to go with him, and so that was like, I didn't see it coming until he went to the bathroom on his own, but that train scene was awesome looking. And I love that Korra used the vines to track him. I love the new like spiritual aspect that she has now. And I love how she referred to Toph as being, what was the quote? Cranky and more miserable version of Lynn. That was hilarious. And I love how like shocked Asami seemed to know that Korra had met Toph. I was like waiting for her to mention Toph, and I was really excited about that. We also got to see those robot suit things in battle again, and those things are awesome, and I love fight scenes with those things. Those fight scenes with those things just look amazing. I got a group hug with Korra, Mako, and Asami and Prince Wu that I loved that scene. Pretty much I loved everything with their friendship, and I love them being together after 3 years. I'm just very, very excited about it, clearly. And taking Prince Wu to Mako's grandmother, and the grandmother's reaction to him was hilarious, and I'm really glad that we found out what happened to Mako and Bolan's family, because I was really curious about that, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in an earlier review. I don't know if it was like here on my blog, that I wondered where they were, and I wasn't expecting us to find out, but I'm glad that we did. And I'm curious as to like how much of a role they're going to play. Like if they're just going to be there in the background, or if they'll be important later. I don't know how they would be, but I don't know. I was also kind of expecting them to become friends with Prince Wu in, like, after this episode. I kind of foresee him kind of becoming a part of the group. Probably not like a core part of the group. I kind of see him, the best like kind of connection I can make to this, like to kind of illustrate what I mean, I kind of see him becoming kind of like Suki almost, in the sense that at the very end of Last Airbender she was part of the group, but in a lot of ways she's still not considered like an official gang member, if that makes sense. I kind of see Prince Wu that way, because just his like eagerness to be friends with him in this episode, I kind of think they're gonna warm up to him, and it would be good politics wise to have him friendly with Korra. So like I kind of foresee that, but I don't think he'll be like as tight-knit as the rest of them, but I do see their friendship strengthening over the last episodes. We'll see if I'm right though. And the very last scene of the episode is Kuvira and them starting to cut down the giant spirit tree, and I freaked out as soon as that started happening, because this totally means that Toph is going to be in future episodes, because there's no way she's gonna let them cut down that tree. And I was kind of iffy, like I could see her showing up again, but I wasn't entirely sure if she would, and like I kind of felt like she would, but I thought that that was just because I wanted her to, and maybe I was letting my emotions like decide what I thought was going to happen. But now no, she's definitely going to show up. I also find it really ironic that in the original series, Toph is not someone I would consider spiritual. She's like really close, has a good relationship like with dirt and the earth and everything, but not like so much a spiritual thing, I don't think, like not, at least not overtly. But then she went off into the swamp to reach enlightenment, and like, and it's weird to me that she's probably going to protect that tree, but she definitely is. I'm so looking forward to that, and it's gonna bring Toph back, and I still I'm just like hoping and hoping to have a scene where Toph, Zuko, and Katara are all together, because I'm pretty sure, like, we know Zuko's coming back and his daughter is going to have like we know his daughter's going to have a speaking role. I think they said that Zuko's definitely coming back too, but I could be wrong. I don't think we know anything for sure about Katara. I want all three of them in a scene together. It would make my life. I would be so happy. But I think that's all that I have to say for this episode, so I will see you guys later. Bye.